यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम। दूरेण ह्यवरं कर्म बुद्धियोगात् धनञ्जय बुद्धौ शरणमन्विच्छ कृपणाः फलहेतवः। Krishna says to Arjuna that there are two paths, two ways. The path of action, karma yoga, and the path of knowledge, jnana yoga. Among them, the first one, the path of action, is far inferior compared to the path of knowledge, jnana yoga. You choose the path of knowledge. The people who do their actions, jobs, with an intention of getting material gains are really pitiable. This is the intention of Krishna, that a seeker should gain knowledge and using that knowledge indulge in doing his actions. The jobs, duties done without knowledge cannot give complete rewards. They cannot be successful, or sometimes will be totally useless also. The path of knowledge, jnana yoga, is greater than the path of karma yoga, but it is the duty of all the laymen and scholars as well to do their respective duties. And the scholar has to show the layman the way of doing our duties with knowledge. बुद्धियुक्तो जहाति यः उभे सुकृत दुष्कृते तस्माद् योगाय युज्यस्व योगः कर्मसु कौशलम्. A seeker who gains self and God realization gives up both right actions and wrong actions. Therefore, Arjuna, you do take the path of yoga. Path of yoga means the path of gaining the knowledge of God. The path of knowledge, jnana yoga, is the best among all the actions. In this shloka, Krishna says, a knowledgeable man gives up the right actions and wrong actions. That means giving up the intention of material gains of what he does. Sometimes, even by doing right actions, sukrita, one may get undesirable consequences which are not acceptable to that seeker, such as worldly pleasures. The seeker who wants to attain salvation, moksha, will not be satisfied with material gains and worldly pleasures. So he will give up the rewards of his right actions. And so many times the rewards of right actions will be acceptable to him as well. The self realization and God realization will be heightened if the seeker keeps doing his right actions. So, the seeker will not give up these acceptable rewards, such as development in knowledge, devotion, and detachment. So, he accepts them. But the rewards of wrong actions, dushkrita, will be totally unacceptable to that seeker. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्म बंध विनिर्मुक्ताः पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्. The knowledgeable men don't desire the rewards of their duties and will be interested only in the path of knowledge, and by pursuing their achievement in the path of knowledge, they succeed in attaining self realization and God realization. Thereafter, attain salvation. यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च. O Arjuna, when your wisdom overcomes the dirt of ignorance, then the knowledge you got so far will be successful. All of us, including Arjuna, have got knowledge from our previous experiences of listening to the scriptures and teachings of knowledgeable men. And all of us will gain a bigger amount of knowledge by studying the scriptures or listening to the teachings of great people in future also. So, the knowledge got previously and the knowledge which will be got in future will both be successful when our wisdom overcomes the dirt of wrong knowledge. श्रुति विप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यते निश्चला समाधावचला बुद्धिः तदा योगम अवाप्स्यसि. When we common people, laymen, study the scriptures, we will face so many contradictions in those scriptures. By those contradictions, our wisdom or the knowledge will be perturbed. But the more we study the Shastras and listen to the teachings of knowledgeable men and churn over what we have listened and continue contemplation on God, all these contradictions, doubts, and misgivings which have been troubling us for long will be got rid of. In that stage, a seeker can continue an undisturbed meditation or dhyana. There, he will be able to gain God realization. This God realization elevates the sadhaka to the state of a great ecstasy, and the mind will never be disturbed in that state. That means the yoga is achieved by you, the sadhaka. स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितधीः किं प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम. Arjuna questions Krishna. All of us have learned through Shastras about Sthitapradna, a great seeker who has achieved the self realization and God realization. But I would like to know what is the distinct feature, Lakshana, of that Sthitapradna. Why on earth that Sthitapradna does speak? Why does he sit down, get up, and get up? Why does he moves and why does he doesn't move? I would like to know the complete activities of a Sthitaprajna. There the Lord answers, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogataan atmanyeva tushtaha sthitaprajnaha tadochyate. The Lord answers Arjuna's question. O Arjuna, when a seeker can renounce all the types of material pleasures and worldly desires, and will be immersed only in the thoughts or meditation of the Lord, and will remain satisfied in that state, will be called Sthitaprajna, an indifferent man or the realizer of God. All of us have so many desires for worldly possessions in our life. It is the teaching of Krishna that we should be able to renounce all those desires and should long for only the realization of self and God. In Bhagavata, it is said, जिह्वैकतोच्युत विकर्षति मा वितृप्ता शिष्णोन्यतस्त्वगुदरं श्रवणं कुतश्चित् घ्राणोन्यतश्चपलदृक् क्वच कर्मशक्तिः बह्व्यः सपत्नैव गेहपतिं लुनन्ति. It is said by Prahlada, O Lord, my tongue is not satisfied what it has tasted so far, and it drags me particular direction. It generates the desire of tasting so many other things, so many other tastes, and my private part generates a deep desire to have the sexual pleasure. My stomach wants to be filled up and attracts me to another direction. My Twagindriya, the sense of touch, longs for touching so many desirable things. My ears want to listen to a melodious music. My nose only wants to experience great fragrances. My fickle eyes, my hands, feet, and other actions of other organs of actions, karmendriyas, keep dragging me to their own directions. My state is as pitiable as the one of a householder who is dragged in their own directions and pestered by his rival wives. All of us have 10 wives. Maybe we legally and religiously are married to only one, or some of us are married to two. But invariably, all the people belonging to different religions are equally married to these rival wives, which are our organs of action, karmendriyas, and the sensual organs. This is the condition of not only males, but this is applied to the females also. They are also pestered by these karmendriyas and jnanendriyas. In this shloka of Bhagavata, the karmendriyas and jnanendriyas are compared with rival wives in the case of a householder. In the case of a female, these karmendriyas and jnanendriyas can be compared with paramours. But the result of both males and females is the same. Both of them who are pestered by material desires are expected to remain satisfied and experience great physical and mental fatigue and consequent pains. So, all the males and females who want to attain self and God realization and consequently attain moksha should renounce the desires for worldly pleasures and should remain satisfied by the grace of God, and those can be called Sthitapradna. Let's see what Krishna teaches Arjuna in our next episode.